Last week, Google quietly released one of the most powerful AI creative tools we've ever seen, and almost nobody understands how insane this actually is yet. Most people are still wasting credits on random AI generations that look glitchy, inconsistent, and completely unusable. But Google just introduced a workflow that changes everything. It's called Google Flow, and today I'm going to show you the exact system creators are using to make cinematic AI videos with consistent characters, consistent environments, and professional-level motion without needing expensive software or filmmaking gear. The moment you open Google Flow, the interface already feels different from most AI tools. Everything is clean, organized, and built like an actual creative studio instead of just another prompt box. One of the coolest features immediately is Flow TV, which is basically a live gallery showing projects other creators are building right now. You can explore cinematic ads, AI short films, product commercials, anime edits, and even pull inspiration directly from prompts people are using. Honestly, this alone is one of the fastest ways to learn what the model is capable of before you even spend a single credit. But the real power starts once you create a new project. Inside the editor, you can switch between image generation and video generation. This is where most people make their first mistake. They immediately start generating videos randomly and burn through their credits. The smarter workflow is something I call the locking method. Instead of generating unstable videos directly, you first create a perfect high-quality image, lock that image into the project, and then animate it afterward. This completely changes the consistency of your final results. Before we dive deeper into the workflow, there's one important thing you need to understand first, because this is where most people waste their credits. Google Flow uses a credit-based system for video generation, and the amount of credits consumed depends on which model you choose and how long your video is. Right now, Google is actively increasing limits and improving access as the platform grows, making the platform far more usable compared to earlier AI video tools. If you're using the normal free version, you usually get around 100 credits to test the platform, but if you have the Google Pro subscription, your account gets upgraded to around 1,000 credits, which is enough to create multiple cinematic projects, ads, short films, and experiments without running out immediately. Inside Flow, you'll mainly see two major video models, Omni Flash and VO 3.1. Omni Flash is optimized for faster generations, smoother workflow testing, and lower credit usage. A short generation with Omni Flash usually costs around 20 to 40 credits depending on duration and complexity, making it perfect for experimenting with ideas, camera movement, and cinematic shots without burning through your balance too quickly. VO 3.1 is the premium cinematic model focused on maximum realism, advanced motion quality, lighting accuracy, and highly polished outputs. Because of that, VO 3.1 consumes significantly more credits, usually around 100 to 150 credits or even more for higher quality generations and longer scenes. This is the model you use when you want the most cinematic and realistic final result possible. The smartest workflow is using free image generations first with Nano Banana 2 to lock your visuals, environments, and characters before moving into video generation. That way, instead of wasting credits trying random prompts, you already know exactly what your final scene looks like before animating it. This single workflow change alone can save hundreds of credits while massively improving consistency and quality. And honestly, this is the exact difference between beginners who burn through credits in 10 minutes versus creators who build cinematic AI projects efficiently like professionals. So let's test this properly. First, we switch to image generation and use Nano Banana 2. One thing I absolutely love is that image generation inside Flow is free, which means you can experiment as much as you want without worrying about credits. I'm going to generate a cinematic luxury titanium watch advertisement with dramatic lighting and premium reflections. In seconds, Flow gives multiple beautiful variations that honestly look like frames from a real commercial shoot. And because these are static locked images, we now have complete visual consistency before even touching video generation. Now comes the magic part. We select the best watch image and inject it directly into the prompt as a reference. Then we switch back to video mode using Omni Flash and tell the AI exactly how we want the shot to move. A slow cinematic push-in, warm reflections moving across the metal, shallow depth of field. Instead of inventing a brand new scene every frame, the model now animates the locked image itself. This is the workflow that makes AI videos finally feel stable, cinematic, and professional instead of random and glitchy. And this doesn't only work for products. We can scale this workflow into entire cinematic world. For example, let's generate a futuristic cyberpunk city at night with neon lights, rain reflections, holograms, and flying vehicles. Again, we first generate the environment as an image and lock it in. Then we feed it back into Omni Flash and ask for a cinematic drone fly-through across the city skyline. The final result genuinely feels like a shot from a sci-fi film. The AI keeps the architectural consistency, the lighting, the atmosphere, and the environment detail while smoothly adding motion and depth. This is where Google Flow starts feeling less like a generator and more like an actual filmmaking platform. Once your shots are ready, Flow also gives you a full timeline editor inside the Scenes tab. This is something most AI generators completely lack. You can drag your clips together, arrange scenes, preview transitions, and build an actual sequence instead of downloading disconnected clips individually. There's even a Describe Your Edits section, where you can simply type changes naturally. Want warmer lighting, a closer camera angle, a slower push-in? You just describe it like you're talking to a human editor and the AI reframes the clip for you automatically. But personally, my favorite feature inside Flow is the Characters tab because this solves one of the biggest problems in AI video creation: character consistency. You can create your own reusable AI characters, define their clothing, facial features, hairstyle, and overall look, then save them permanently into your library. After that, you can place the exact same character into multiple completely different environments while maintaining consistency across every scene. For example, I created a young guitarist wearing a denim jacket and placed him inside our futuristic cyberpunk city. The AI preserved his face, hairstyle, and clothing across the entire scene without morphing into a completely different person every few seconds. The scary part is that most creators still have no idea how big this shift actually is. The gap between people learning these AI workflows today versus people waiting 6 months is going to become massive. AI tools are evolving weekly now, and creators who learn these systems early are going to dominate content production, marketing, storytelling, and even filmmaking itself. Google Flow is not just another trend. This is the beginning of AI-native filmmaking workflows becoming normal. And Google recently added another feature that honestly makes Flow even more powerful for creators who want a unique visual identity. You now get access to a full style gallery inside Google Flow where you can browse different visual aesthetics for both images and videos. Instead of starting every project from scratch, you can instantly apply cinematic styles, anime looks, luxury commercial aesthetics, cyberpunk lighting, watercolor effect, realistic film looks, and multiple other creative directions with just a few clicks. But the really insane part is that Google Flow now allows you to build your own custom styles. This means if you create a specific look for your brand, maybe a futuristic neon style, dark cinematic aesthetic, luxury product commercial vibe, or anime-inspired visual identity, you can save that exact style and reuse it across future image and video generations. So instead of rewriting complicated prompts every single time, your entire visual identity becomes reusable inside your workflow. For creators, this is massive because consistency is what separates random AI generations from an actual recognizable brand. Imagine building a faceless YouTube channel where every thumbnail, cinematic clip, product ad, or intro sequence follows the same visual language automatically. That's where Google Flow starts feeling less like an AI generator and more like a professional creative operating system built for long-term content creation. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just watch this video and move on. Open Google Flow tonight and build something, even a simple 20-second cinematic clip, because once you understand this image to video workflow and the locking method, you'll realize how insanely powerful these tools already are. And trust me, this is only the beginning. If you want more breakdowns on the newest AI tools, workflows, prompting systems, and cinematic AI creation, subscribe right now. Drop a comment telling me what you want to build first, and I'll see you in the next one.